Howdy everybody, welcome. We are here. Okay. Let us just hop right on in. Okay, wow. Yeah. I'm so happy with this place. We got so much done already, and it's not even been, what, like a week? I found more sponge, by the way. So we got almost 2 stacks? Just shy of 2 stacks? Something like that. So how have you all been? Hey, Schwepp. Yes, what timing? What timing? I know. Hey, June. Hey, Cyberdoge. Hey, Wolf2B2T. Hello, anyone else I have not mentioned? S-Man Chan. Yes, Drew Peacock. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty. Hey, Bathwater. Hey, Gold Moon. Alright. So, basically the itinerary for today is to just get all of this crap drained and out of the way. Oh, and also lit up, because this is, these little pockets become nightmare holes if I don't light these places up properly. Oh, wait. Shit. That... Oh, I've not drained the cell next door, no wonder. Okay. Well, that's a fixable problem easily enough. Okay, everything's good. Yeah, I did pretty well for myself today. I spent most of the day on the shitpost. If you've not seen it, the cost of the turtle helmet. Yeah, it's a tedious task, but like these types of things have to get out of the way, you know. You have to do these, or else you don't have much else. You know what I mean? Oh, who has pinged me? Okay. So yeah, we're getting along pretty well here, I'd say. I'm happy to see a project go from scratch to, you know, really like take shape. You know what I mean? It's nice to see that. I should probably get out my my hoe, but yeah. Yes, turtle. So, those of you who saw the newest shitpost, what'd you all think of it? I like getting opinions and feedback and so on. So hopefully everybody here has an idea of what I'm talking about. If not, you know, go look at my latest upload. I've spent way too much time on that. I really did. It was weird, yes, that was the point. Sorry if it was too weird for you, June. I don't know. If it was too weird for you, I can't help you. but I do try to, like, make it interesting, make it silly, but entertaining. I don't know. I just take a stab in the dark and hope I'm hitting something. Because I am not good at, like, knowing everything amazing to do for, like, a video. Whoa. Okay, so, as a sort of a overview, you know, we got all this going. I've yet to drain all of these cells. I meant to do that today, but I had other tasks I had to fill. So, you know, it is what it is, but we'll probably have 1/4 of this thing done by the end of the stream. Like, these cells shouldn't be too bad. So at least we got that going. All right, throw that in there. Throw these in here. And down to the bottom. Roll call, you're in, Faded. Welcome. Welcome. Nice to see me again, Vade. Yes. I've been around a little bit. Oh, duh. I just got a trident to drop. It happened literally like an hour before stream. And I was just like so stoked to see that. I didn't know what else to like say about it. It's just, I mean, it's just a trident. At the end of the day, like, as 1.19 and all these updates, you know, become kind of like older novelties, and we stop sort of like idealizing 1.19 so much, because, you know, we'll have had 1.19 for a while. By the time we get to that point, like, nobody will bat an eyelash at a trident. Tridents aren't that special. They're special for, like, the first time you get them. The first time you're able to actually get one to drop, it feels good. But once you've had a week or a month or longer even, it's just not... It's not the same, you know? But I'm cherishing it anyway, because I got to... there was a rainstorm, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes ago on here. And I was doing some stream prep. And I got to fly around by spamming the fly with the riptide and the whoosh and all that shit. It was cool. I liked it. Okay, this... Fuck. Get out of the way, sand. There we go. Oh, and also... There we go. Oh, and also, I got a Smite 5 netherite sword. Which is something I had been meaning to get for a little while. Just because I knew it would be really efficient for drowned and undead and general mob corralling. There are just so many skeletons and stuff now. Like, you just have to be... You just have to be up on them. Like, they sneak up on you, they swarm you, they mob you. Like, it's so weird. But I like it. The shitpost was hilarious. Thank you, Hade. Or, thank you, Bathwater. Sorry. Wrong person. I'm glad you liked it, though, yeah. What, so this is the new terrain on 2PTT. Yeah, it's new terrain. I mean, it's new in that we think it's a unique seed. But exactly how it works, like, I think it's just a different seed. I don't think it's... You know, the 2B2T seed has changed. That's really all it boils down to. Now, it might be special in that if you can figure out what the seed is, you might be able to brute force, you know, locations and stuff. But you also might not. Because we don't actually know the nature of whatever change they made to terrain generation. Just that it's private in some manner. But what that entails is anyone's guess. So until somebody's autism, you know, figures it out, we're just kind of, you know... Your first trident's hanging in a glowing item frame. Ooh. This feels good, doesn't it, Zebra? Feels good. Oh hey, Pokemon no Deck Tech. Interesting. Jack, what would you do if the Camping Rusher came back? I would ignore him. He would have no... The Camping Rusher coming back would bring nothing of value. No one would care. And it would, by and large, just go unnoticed. Camping Rusher was never, like, this monumental personality we all looked up to. Not like Fit what has become. It's more of a what the Camping Rusher did for 2B2T, but that was a long ass time ago. Like, people just don't care the same way they used to. Hey, Jay Suburbia, thank you for subscribing. But I don't think it would matter if Camping Rusher came back, or if someone else showed up just as big as Camping Rusher. It's just, it's not the same, you know? Okay. This, get that. Perfect. So yeah, if we had another big bad X many million so-and-so, which I actually, honestly, now that 1.19 is live, that's actually probably really, really likely, because I just got wind, literally as soon as I started stream, I just got wind in my Discord of a guy. Who is he? He is a 5 million subscriber Spanish YouTuber who just stole Fast Vincent's latest video. Bobby Craft. B-O-B-I Craft. 5.71 mil. And I guess he, like, subtitled it or something. So, like, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be wild to see how that goes. I'll read your message here in a moment, Atrika. I don't want to lose my train of thought on this one. So, like, that's kind of... First of all, that's really scummy. You should never steal someone else's video. Like, don't do that. But also, that is further proof that there is an appetite, at least internationally, for 2B2T. Which means you can better believe and prepare for another big invasion at some point. Some point in the near future, some big bad Fit wannabe will show up and bring a legion of their idiots along with them. So just beware, that's probably coming. I don't know who specifically. I guess this Bobby Craft guy would be the most likely culprit for now. But that, you know, the options are on the table. So just expect it. Because now that we're 1.19 and that everything is more or less as stable as it could reasonably be, you better believe people are going to pounce on that. There probably been people foaming at the mouth waiting for 2B2T to update and just, I don't know, do whatever. Oh, fuck. I mined the wrong sand. But yeah, there are people who have been waiting for this moment for probably every second of the last 6 years. Waiting and waiting and waiting for 1.13, then 1.14, then 1.15, and then so on and so forth. Oh, okay, it was this direction. And so it is but a matter of time before we have another invasion. Yeah, I like Fast Vincent. Vincent is just like, he's a good guy, you know? Anyway, this video is popular in the non-English speaking internet, yet it happens in China, nearly every East Asian country, in Spain, South America. Yeah. I can see that. Since I'm trying to expand my channel, a profitable endeavor, can you expect more long-form videos? Maybe. But those are a lot harder to make and take way more time. So, like, I wouldn't be able to do stuff every week, which is better for the algorithm. They really want you to do something, like, every day. But that's just not viable. I don't have enough juice in the tank to be able to make a video every day. Even if it were a small shit post, it would get really monotonous and really stupid and really, like, low bar. And it's not to say that I don't already produce that, but, like, it would get even worse than it is now. So no, like, I like putting some effort into it, but not too much effort. Bias toward corporate channel. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I would just be screwed either way, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and do 1 or 2 long-form videos. But as I've said before, I'm not good at long-form videos because my editing style is not something that lends itself to, you know, like a giant story or whatever. As cool as it would be, I can't really do Vincent, Sal, C1, Fit MC. That's just not my style, and that's never been my style. I like those videos as much as the next person, but I can't really imitate that stuff. You know? Like, I'm a fast food chef, not a 4-course meal, Michelin star-bearing chef. Like, that ain't me. You know? That's the level of good that I'm at. And I'm okay with that, you know? I don't have to be Fit or Sal. I just have to dethrone them. I'm joking. That'll probably never happen. Like, I say that with the full irony in mind that that'll never come to pass. And I'm okay with that. It's just funny to meme and be like, yeah, we'll take down Fit and Sal. But, like, realistically, that's not gonna happen. So, you know, don't buy into it too deeply. I like to meme. But anyway. Reaction of Pyro joined back on 2BTT. I would welcome him back with open arms, but I've already long since given up on the idea that he's going to come back, dude. And, like, I get it. You know, people want stuff from the past to be relevant. They want to, like, you know, but honestly, like, 80% of you probably just want to fanboy over Pyro. Like, realistically, that sounds like what 80% of you would do. You'd just be like, oh my god, it's Pyrobyte, sign my anus. But, no. Like, realistically, I don't see those people coming back. A handful of people might. Maybe. I do not have any contact info for Pyro. I wish I did, man. Seemed disappeared abruptly. Yeah, exactly. That is more or less how I saw it. He just vanished. And it was his own volition. But I don't expect him to show back up. Honest dude, that's what you like about me. Well, thank you, Schweb. Seems like it'd be a shame if you lost a friend. Like, well, I mean, that happened in 2016, dude. It's already long since over. If I've lost a friend, in that I've lost Pyro, that ship sailed, man. That happened again. It happened in 2016. It's a little late to be crying about it now. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's sad, but I've already moved on. I've made my peace with it. If he doesn't show back up ever again, that's unfortunate. But I get it. He never really truly wanted to stick around on 2B2T, and I have a feeling that if he did come back, he would get right back into that mindset of, oh my god, I'm wasting my life. Please help me off of 2B2T. I kicked the habit once. Why did I get myself back into this? There have been a lot of people, I feel, that have adopted that attitude of 2B2T is a complete and total waste. And, you know, for a little while there, I guess I could see where they were coming from. I personally don't think that time wasted, or that time enjoyed is time wasted. Sorry. Time spent enjoyably is not time wasted. Was not afraid who comes. Oh my god, you didn't know for months. Oh man. Well, it's been way longer than months, Jacktherippa. I don't know how else to put that. GBGT update is cover-up houses selling IPs. Damn. Those are some heavy accusations. His mom went in Discord and messaged all his friends. Holy shit, that's dark. I mean, this would have been back in the days of Skype. So I don't know that we'd have heard as directly. He's dead like Andrew. In that we've lost him to real life. Yes, exactly. When clearing that is annoying you. Oh, is it? Am I not doing this, June? Am I not using enough torch? Is that the problem? I find it annoying myself. I prefer to dig with tools. But I do like doing the torch method. Oh well. Either way, we can't help what is, what the universe will be. Opinions on Mako's, whatever, cake stand. He sure loves to advertise the hell out of it. But, like, I don't know any more about it than that. I just know they're obnoxious. But hey, you know, love for cake isn't like the end of the world anymore. So Coco spreading the word. That's just Alex Jones still, right? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, fuck. I've got to go, unwater my sponges. Damn it. I should have done that sooner. You can only do it your way. Yeah, exactly. Some people are that way. Okay. So that's, what, 32... 40, 40. Okay, keep the wealth spread. There we go. But yeah. Said a couple weeks ago they're going to bring COVID lockdowns from the TSA whistleblower, and 2 days later they started planting the seeds. Yep. Yeah, they want to lock down everything again in anticipation for the election. And they want to set that up about a year or so in advance. TSA whistleblower, huh? Damn. That just shows how fast and how far-reaching plans made by the governments are. Like, they just say it, and they've spoken it into existence. Never mind the fact that no one gave a shit up until literally right now. And then it's like, oh yeah, this is a thing. Oh man, we better lock down again. This time, however, it's not going to work. That's the beauty of it. It's a complete farce and everyone is aware now. There's a difference between this time 2020 and 2019 and this time 2020 versus now. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't think we're going to get fooled twice. We won't get fooled again, as The Who once sang. Masks no more, yes. I don't think anyone's going to mask. Talking about mandate again. Yeah, exactly. And see, the thing is, the mandates worked the first time because nobody really knew what to expect from it. But the same trick doesn't work twice. That's what these dumb fucks genuinely do not understand. The same trick doesn't work twice. You can pull the wool over everybody's eyes once with exactly one method. And the second or third time you do it, it will fall flat because everybody's looking for it. Everybody's aware now. So they can talk lockdowns and pandemics all they want. It will not make a fucking lick of difference. Because no one buys it anymore. It's like health insurance. I don't buy it. Because it's too fucking expensive for me to buy. Likewise, buying into this delusion is too fucking expensive. Because it's a delusion. And so that's how things are going to go for a while. They're going to beat the drum, get everybody all riled up, and then realize no one cares. And they'll just kind of have to fuck off. Because the funny thing is, they have power of the government until nobody wants to obey. If hardly anyone wants to obey, there really isn't a whole lot they can do. At least not yet. I'm sure they want to be able to, you know, march soldiers through the streets or whatever. Mandate people live this way or that way. But saying it and doing it are two different things. So, I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm just not convinced. How do you become a terrorist in Minecraft? Well, firstly, you can simply refuse to comply with any and all government mandates, regardless of, you know, regardless of who yells at you. Never mask up. You know, wash your hands of the entire affair. and live your life happily. That's the enemy, is people who live their lives happily. So if you want to be the enemy of the powers that be, live your life as happily as you can, because they want you to be miserable. So if you are not miserable, they failed. So if you can live your life happily, then mission accomplished. And just spread the word as much as you can. I mean, they genuinely cannot arrest everybody. When you drunk drive. Oh, Atrica. Maybe don't make the police lives harder. Yes, there are plenty of police who are assholes and are power abusing, but there are just as many who aren't. So, like, you know, don't make them want to be authoritarian. Oh shit! This hole is way deeper than I was expecting. I'm just hoping that this will all blow over soon, and people will realize the jig is up. I don't dare go into any more detail than that, for obvious reasons. But you know how it is. If you know, you know. Middle of what family friend happens to be out in the middle of the street while I'm drunk driving. I mean, I'm not saying anything about what you should do in any situation. Just try to not be an asshole. That's really all I'm saying. Like, live your life in such a way that you can cause minimal damage to others. There we go. Do as little harm as possible. That's realistically the best way to live your life. That's all I can give you. If you won't follow that bit of advice, you will likely end up in jail at some point. And there isn't much I can do. Also, that whole in Minecraft meme really doesn't work anymore. They have AI or some shit that can like parse that and go, oh, but they actually mean it in real life. So like the in Minecraft meme is just kind of meaningless now. It's about sending a message. Yeah, but that's not... Like, remember, the Joker was evil. The Joker was the bad guy. People get so fixated on flexing their nuts, they stop to realize good and evil exist for a reason. And that maybe they should be a little bit more careful about how they flex their nuts. You know, they don't stop to think if they should. Everybody gets so preoccupied with if they can. Like I said, living a happy, healthy life is the best sort of revenge. The best revenge against those who have wronged you is to thrive. To thrive despite the odds. That's really it. Be Google circa 2005, exactly. I do not play 9B, Cosmo. Sorry. Who is Villager Nerd? I don't know. Reg the Gallagher from Schmidt, I don't know. I don't know who anyone is specifically. All I know are people's usernames, and that's it. We live in a society where it's okay to rub a pregnant mother's belly, but it's not okay to tickle the father's balls. Yeah, that's going a bit far. People have different boundaries from one another. A belly isn't quite the same. Oh, hey, Sam. Welcome, Mr. Pigman. Okay. Oh, I did have autofish on. Okay, cool. All right, this place is draining quite nicely. Progress is, you know, coming. Okay. Toast that. So that's what? Finishing off 16. That'll finish off 16. One stack in each. Bam. Bam. Perfect. You know, I don't care about the ink sacks. We got plenty of ink sacks. I need to make some torches, though. I'm gonna run out of those. This spot in the ocean will become a nightmare if I let any of that get too dimly lit. Oh, you gotta go. Okay, take care, Cyberdoors. Thanks for coming out. What am I working on? I'm working on draining this section of ocean. I've got a sizable portion of ocean to drain. Everything inside here that's all sort of crisscrossed off. I want to drain all of this, destroy all of it, and then mine it down to about this level. Oh, fuck, I hit the F key. Okay. It turned off my free cam. I hit the F key to fly, and it, like, kicked me. I thought I was disabling flight in free cam. Oh, well. Let me in. Let me in faster. Come on. $300 IQ strat, highlight copper ore and block ESP for new chunks. I mean, yeah, but if you're deep enough into new chunks, it doesn't matter. What the fuck? Okay. Let's try that again. Position 2. Oh no. Well, that was stupid for... That was stupid of me to get out. There we go. There we go. There we go. Quality 2B2T content. Me mining sponges. Also, I've had a problem lately. It's annoying. It's like a very minor problem. It's, for whatever reason, it will only broadcast... Oh, wow. Never mind. Anyway, so OBS is only broadcasting me in 720 for some reason. And, like, it will not actually be in 1080. It's only, like, I know I'm streaming in 720. I don't get why it's streaming it in 720. It's very weird. Oh well. I guess I can't really, like... I can't fault it, I suppose. Also, I wanted to do this. There we go. I wanted to put this on my head. Hold on a sec, let me find it. Come on, you little bitch. Load. There we go. It's tiny. Yeah, that'll do. You can't read the words, sadly, but, you know, good enough. I meant to load this up sooner. I forgot about it. So yes, I've got my turtle shellmet on, as you can see. Regal shellmet, or whatever. I'm quite proud of it. I don't know why. Took a lot of effort and time to make. So that's water, that's air. I like using the shovel. Sue me. Anyway, man, I'm just trying to understand your take. Who is behind all this? What branch? What branch of the government? Oh, it's all of them. That's the thing. Like, they all know and collude with each other. Like, they all know each other. They're all on the same page ideologically. They all quickly and quietly use whatever means they can to communicate with each other. But they're all of the same mindset that they can all more or less, like, figure out what they need to do or how they need to, like, phrase their wording. I wouldn't be surprised if there's, like, some sort of memo system. But it also doesn't surprise me if they don't need a memo system. These people, I'm not going to say like they have ESP or anything. That's not it. But when they're all on the same ideological wavelength, they can arrive at more or less the same conclusions like that. There we go. My finger wouldn't snap. And so, I mean, it's really kind of the entire government at this point. It's what we call the deep state. There are so many facets of the bureaucracy that the average person just does not come into contact with. For example, how many regulatory agencies can make law right now? Well, the answer is most of them. And no, they don't actually have to put shit through Congress. Not anymore. Change the game was quieter so you can hear my voice without hearing. Oh, I'm sorry. The sponge sound. Okay, let me turn down Minecraft. What the fuck? Is my music not... Is my music not being recorded by OBS? Has it not been playing the music this entire time? You motherfucker. Okay, wow. I did not know that. No music? Oh my fucking god. Why? You absolute piece of garbage. Wow. Fuck me. Once again, OBS moment. It decided to change the default. Just of its own accord. I don't know why. Anyway. Is this a zero neb moment? Not really. What clients are good for GPT? I use Future. What ideology do I think that is? Do I dare name the beast? I mean, it's Marxism at the end of the day. Marxist ideologies are all more or less the same. Just with slight twists, slight differences. But those twists and differences are very minor at best. At the end of the day, it is a push toward a utopian, totalitarian mindset. They believe they can right all the world's wrongs, and that they will. So they will use the levers of power to achieve those ends. And currently, they have a dominant hand over the levers of power. They run things. They have the White House, they have the Senate. Like, there's really not a whole lot the average person can do about that. It sucks, but, you know, that's life. Sometimes people will do awful things. What now? You're Batman. To prove you wrong, you have to prove that I'm not Batman, which means you need to find Batman and put me in the same room as him. Prove a negative. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't really, like, give you what's in these people's hearts other than what these people have... A lot of people in these positions of power have said. You can use their words and what they've said. That's about it. But these people are extremely predictable. That's the thing. This is not actually some big bad mystery. It's usually blood. It's very unfortunate. Like, what's in people's hearts? Blood. Okay, what's on people's minds? Let me use that. Let me say it that way. I can't tell you what someone's thinking precisely, but you can make really good educated guesses. Especially if people are ideologically brainwashed, like most people in power tend to be. It's really not that difficult. Now, you don't have to believe me, but a lot of these people are pretty obvious in their motives. Pretty disagreement with there. I think the government's all pretty much neoliberal capitalists who only care about profit. Yeah, well, I hate to tell you this, Isirith, you are dead wrong. These people are Marxists. Like, they are, in some cases, they're pretty evil in what they do. I'm not going to say they are a united front. They're not. There probably are a few neoliberal capitalists among them. But that there has been this gradual march toward authoritarianism. Forget whatever angle you want to say that it's coming from. It's happening. Oh yeah, I heard Mitch McConnell had a stroke on camera twice. That's very unfortunate. I don't want anyone to have a stroke on camera, let alone die of one or hurt or whatever. But apparently that's it. Power is meant to have its own ends. Power only seeks to centralize itself. Yes, that's another unfortunate element in here, is that people are attracted to power like mad. And I've said this before, there is an undercurrent of people who believe that power is meant to be exercised. If you have power, you need to use it. Well, you can only use power in so many different ways before it becomes oppressive. There's a school of thought that says power should be more or less sat on and not utilized, not wielded. It should be safeguarded so that it is prevented from abuse. And there's a school of thought that's the exact opposite, where if you have power, you should most definitely use it. Because what's the point in having power if you're not going to use it? Well, you have power to prevent it from being abused, not so much to use it. Sponging from the top takes less sponges. Well, I'm not going to worry about that. But thank you for your donation, Mike Ziegler. I didn't thank you like I should have. Yes. They use Marxists, but they're Satanists. See, that's the thing. I don't think it's as unified. Like, they're all different flavors or positions of it. But there's definitely an undercurrent of people who think they're winning. And they're not nice people. You don't want them to win. But, you know, your mileage may vary as to what their exact politics are. And that's fine. But bad people are bad, basically. And there are a lot of them, unfortunately. But the worst part of it is, there's not a whole lot any of us can do about it. So, I don't know. Just remember, don't lock down if they decide to start locking everything down. Best you think you can do is just not follow it. Speak softly, carry a big stick, exactly. Oh, that's, There we go. Wow, this place has gotten so much bigger. Also, I need a torch. Actually, an anarchist, not like the Purge. Just want stuff. I just want to steal stuff, anarchist. A proper philosophical anarchist. Okay. Well. The problem with the anarchist mindset is that you've striven for this ideal world that can never realistically exist. There's this wonderful quote: "The perfect is the enemy of the good." And I find that a lot of the Marxist anarchist types want to sort of believe in the perfect society is possible, instead of just getting incrementally better and better each time. But I don't know, maybe you don't believe that as a, individually on your level. Maybe you don't believe that, Isirith. I don't know. But there are a lot of people who believe they can create a perfect world, or a perfect society, or some such garbage. Not saying you're one of those. I hope you're not. Those types are wrong, sadly. I wish it were possible to build a perfect world, but I don't know. I feel like that would defeat some of the smaller beauties of life. You don't own the land, and you work for the food and the privilege of living on the land, and all of your products go to the Lord before being distributed to his underlings. Feudalism, yeah, exactly. Feudalism is a sort of communist sort of thing. Yeah, they've got a hint of it. They're not 100% the same, obviously, but you know, they are. Human systems tend to mimic each other. There are elements of one in another, that kind of thing. You believe in pop-up. Society is perfect as it is. It could be better. Extremist politicians are the way to filibuster most universal good bill out there because it's not far enough. Well, those types can't do much with them. Draw from Bataille. Oh, I'm probably mispronouncing that name. A little bit, sacrifice and expenditure for fighting for its kind. Fighting for it is a kind of affirmation in and of itself. I have no clue if it's possible. The struggle is worth it. Other than English, what is my favorite language? What does my turtle helmet connect to my head? I don't have a way to connect it to my head. Otherwise, I would. I like Japanese. I've studied Japanese for a good few years now. It was a pretty nice language to learn. I enjoyed it. I still need to do a lot more learning on it. It's Japanese, oh my god. Like, never have I felt stupider than trying to learn Japanese. Yeah, there isn't much you can do about it. That's the worst thing. That's why I say the best thing you can do is live a healthy, happy life. Just do what you can in pursuit of that happy, healthy life. Not much else, really. Sorry, fish, I have to kill you now. No water for you. Let us watch them as they take their final breaths. So sad. Alexa, play Despacito. We're calling communism more or less the USSR, right? Maoist China. Is there an authoritarian society? Or, sorry, authoritarian social democracy. How does it define a stateless, classless, money society? Oh boy. This old chestnut. Real communism has never been tried. Well, all I'll say on that matter is, it doesn't matter how it is tried, it will always end the same. And that's really all I'm going to say about it. Stream alert? What do you mean? Name plaques? I can't do the name plaques. Stream alerts? I already did the stream alerts. Hey, Vade, thank you so much, man. Let's see if it plays. Let me turn down the music. It should. Hey, I got it. Welcome, Vade. Yes. Yeah, I did change the stream alerts. The membership plaques will have to wait until I've got more base, basically. I don't have enough stuff to, like, do what I want. So, what I was thinking of doing for memberships is, in addition to the signed book and all that, when I've actually got, you know, structures here and all this is drained out and all that, when there are internal bits and stuff of that nature, I'm going to hang up bells all around the structure. I'm going to have in the center a sort of Space Valk 1 styled structure here. I'm going to hang up, you know, the villager bell. You can buy them from villagers. I don't think they have another name. They're just called bells. I'm going to hang those up everywhere and have a name placard next to it. And that will be how I recognize you all in my base. And then obviously anyone else, if you have ideas, shapes, structures you'd like to see, that sort of thing, you know, happily give me those ideas too. I'll try to work them in. Try to maintain a theme as well. You know, I don't want to go too far off theme. It is cliche tired line. Wouldn't call it communism in a sense, not real communism. Well, that's the thing. Real communism goes against human nature. It will never be a thing. It can never be a thing because humans we're just too selfish. That's the several 100,000 years of living on the Serengeti of Africa for you. We are like any other animal, selfish and survival driven. And that's not going to change. Ah, you fucking pufferfish. There we go. So yeah, no, I find that it's just not worth it to try that avenue. I'm wondering if AI won't end up ruling the world by some accident or some intention. And that all this is a kind of pointless conversation that will be basically made irrelevant. Who knows? Future's so up in the air these days. Or it feels so up in the air, I guess. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of anxiety. Who knows? Does future work? Yes, it does. It works wonderfully. Go back to the bartering ages? No, we don't need to go back to a previous age. Going backwards is never the correct answer. I'm not going to sit here and say, gosh, we should just go back to the 19 whenever, or the 18 whenever, or the, all that shit. We need to learn to solve our problems in the here and now. Which we are capable of doing. But I don't know that we are united enough to be able to do it. Capability, potential, those are all well and good, but the actual outcome will probably just be something else. So, I don't know. Return to monkey. Go back to Aloha computer. Very funny. No, I don't think that's gonna solve our problems either. Also, let me go ahead and get rid of... Where are they? Storages. Storages, there. I'm tired of seeing all the... I like seeing the fish and the mobs and the items, but I'm tired of seeing all the chests. Look over there. Now then, need to go back to 500 BC ages? God, no. You don't want to live in an age prior to the Industrial Revolution. Like, trust me, you are not ready for it. You're not cut out for it. We've been raised in a technological society. It would be so hard to go back. I'm sure if it were forced upon us, we probably could, because humans have a natural tendency to survive and all that. But like, as a matter of choice, no, you don't want to go back to a pre-industrial age. You don't. You definitely don't want to go back to the Industrial Revolution either. That'd be even more of a nightmare. But, I don't know. Things have never been better than they have been now. Like, in this age, they just haven't. It's hard to quantify that for some people. It's ridiculous people who live in the most prosperous time in history. Yeah, exactly. It's just, it is what it is. Oh well. Future's ugly. I'm sorry, Ta. I like it too much. Can't imagine living without the internet. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You do not want to live in a pre-industrial age, let alone, 100 years ago. Some of you wouldn't make it 60 years ago, and that's in the 1960s. That's at the time when, the internet, or not the internet, the technology and the quality of care was beginning to really raise, and like standards of living were starting to come up. Like, that's a time where a lot of people have nostalgia for. And trust me, you would be bored out of your skull in an age like that. Most people wouldn't make it. I mean, you would make it. You wouldn't, like, die or anything. It would just be so foreign compared to what you're used to. But, oh well, what can you do? People have this weird nostalgia for an era they'd never lived in. But I'm pretty sure they don't want to live in it. In a different age. They really don't want to live in that different age. They may think they do, but the moment they get there, they'll change their tune. Okay. Perfect. Cook that. Cook that. There we go. Managing L'Esponge. Get out of my inventory. Okay. Light that up just to be safe. I'm paranoid about lighting now. I don't want like 50,000 mobs spawning down here. Is capitalism a necessary step forward from feudalism to the... Well, I think that dichotomy is a little... never mind. I'm not going to get into that anymore. Kind of old to be down with more simplicity. I don't blame you for wanting simplicity. But, like, you have to kind of find that in your own life, Schweb. There comes a point where, again, all you can do is live your life as happily as possible. You kind of have to put to bed the idea that you can change the world, or that the world will change for you. You have to be your own savior to a bit. Just got here. What even invoked this conversation, Liminal Man? Just general ideas and murmurs about how they're about to maybe reenact lockdowns again, and nobody's going for it. Nobody wants another lockdown. And all I'm saying is, you know, just don't follow it. Don't comply. Lockdowns haven't been necessary for over a year now. There's no reason to return to it, but there are people in power who want to return to it. And so they're going to do what they can to return us to it. Because they can. Because they feel they can. But no one's biting. No one's going for it. So we'll see. And then it evolved from there. The conversation got a little wacky. But, oh well. At any rate, yeah. Why are building farms so boring? I don't know, man. Problems we have now, I'd rather live in any other time. Now than any other time. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, you found sand. We are in an incredibly prosperous age, all things considered. Yeah, there's a lot of social turmoil. But believe me, you don't want to live in a different time period. Maybe as a tourist, but not as a permanent resident. You do not want to go back in time. Trust me. It is not worth it. Most people are just not going to survive that. You're not cut out for it. The world has changed so drastically. Oh man, I nicked my head. I nicked my brains. Now bringing up mental... anyway, thanks for coming. Okay. Yeah, you take care, Ice Hero. I mean, not that you have to leave or anything. But I understand if you have to go. And thanks for coming out. That. My goal is to get this quadrant drained before I'm done. But that shouldn't be too bad. That's not a big ask. I just gotta juggle sponge and sand. Righty. But anyway, why don't you get cholera and doctors forced you to vomit and burn your tongue? Oh my god. Yeah. The unity of the U.S. to the president's damn. Furthest back you've got where you didn't live the early 1990s, because from what I've heard, the old friends was really chill back then. Yes, it was. The 90s were really, really fun. The 90s was a different time. Like, it was still an advanced technological era, but without all the social upheaval and the societal tension that we have today. That's really all the difference is between this age and the 90s, which is shocking to think that 30 years can change so much, but it does. And yeah, that was why. The 90s were a more chill time, because there was less societal upheaval, less societal tension. People were more or less live and let live. And they're not that way anymore. And, well, very much I can do about that. It sucks, but, yeah, that's life. Never to experience the welcome to the Jacktherippa experience. Okay. Okay. Did I fuck up and mine something I shouldn't have? Yes, I did. There we go. Okay. Well, it's only been about an hour, and I've already gotten, what, like, I've only got 2? Yeah, 2 more rows, if you will. They're the longest rows, but, you know, 2 left. It's coming along. Oh, wow, the little pools can spawn drowned. Oh, wait, no, this is under the ocean. Oh, in a cave. Ah, okay. Yeah, there are so many watery caves here. Oh my god, this is going to be a nightmare. I'm not looking forward to having to drain these tiny spaces. But I think it'll be a little more manageable in some ways. Because all I have to do is drain them. Because, and then obviously light them up. Because we're going to be digging out all of this. So, like, this is really just material that once I've sponged, I just have to not let it get dark. And then we can haul it all out, mine it out, and so on. So it won't be too bad. Once I've gotten all the crisscross stuff out of the way, it'll be a lot easier. And then we can baritone a lot of the bits that we don't, need. It would go faster if I used Arch. Oh my god. I should be using Arch. How callous of me, Tatas, I should use Arch. But until I use Arch, I will continue doing what I do, which is not using Arch. Anyway, just as an FYI, a Smite 5 Netherite sword one-shots all undead. So, make sure to get one. Undead are fucking annoying, and with the mobs being absolutely jacked through the roof now, you'll run into more undead than anything else. So, like, you can one-shot anything with a Netherite Smite 5. It's definitely worth it. IMO. Why did you get the stream notification? I don't know. YouTube's retarded? How am I supposed to explain? Like, I purposefully released my shitpost video in preparation for stream, and people still not gotten the notification for it. So, I don't know. I wish YouTube would get into the hands of someone who could reasonably run the place, instead of just more corporate shit. More of the same slow degradation into obscurity. Or mediocrity. It's not really obscurity, it's mediocrity. I wish it was obscurity, but it's not. It's mediocrity. And well, here we are. I don't know. Maybe one of these days. What is Arch? Oh my god, don't ask that question. You'll get him started. Don't. You will unleash a monster unlike anything else. This will be a conversation we'll never hear the end of. GBTQ's times are long now. Yeah, everybody and their brother wants to play. It's popular. Which is why I said earlier, be prepared, we will likely have an invasion soon. If we're not already in one that we're just not aware of. Man, wouldn't that be funny? If we were currently undergoing some invasion from some YouTuber and we just didn't know it. That would be stupid. Twitter and Discord note. Yeah. I'm wondering what Fit's video is going to be. Never understand why Linux user never uses Linux. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's more of a... They are ardent believers in what they believe. And I guess I can't blame them. But it's a matter of, for those of you who don't use Linux, it's kind of a measure of, do I want to use my free time? Or do I want to use all my free time on learning Linux, but have all of this freedom? And so it's a measure, it's a risk-reward type thing. You know what I mean? Some people are willing to spend that time to have that freedom, and some people aren't. It's just life. It's risk versus reward. And also, it's so overwhelming, some people don't want to learn because it's so much you have to learn. You know? Imagine getting into Minecraft right now. in 1.19. 1.19 is your first exposure to Minecraft. How much do you have to know? How much do you have to learn? How much from the bottom floor are you in for? You know? That would be really overwhelming. That's a lot to manage. Like, there's so much stuff, so many ideas, thoughts, designs, styles, etc., etc. Like, it never ends. If you've not gotten into Minecraft from, like, childhood, or at the very least from when it more or less began, well, God, you're in for a long haul, aren't you? Like, I get that there are a lot of people who, they got into Minecraft during the pandemic or whatever. Because, there was a lot of free time to do that with. So, yeah, you could take up a hobby like Minecraft. But, like, realistically, yes, it is the most generic opinion on Linux. You know why it's the most generic? Because it's the most widely applicable. It's not that hard to learn. We are lazy. Yes, you are correct. But there is a sizable barrier to entry that you will not acknowledge. Or that you're downplaying. And I'm sorry, that's just how most people think. I know you don't accept it, but that's okay. People are still going to think that way. And we're still not going to use Linux. And that's just all there is to it. So, unless Linux decides to become more user-friendly, which, in my opinion, it should. Because if it did, if it had good tutorialization and good internal, user helping, or whatever else, whatever it needs to sort of bridge the gap between the normie and the Linux user, if that gap could be bridged better, you would get what you want. But you don't want the normie, do you? You don't want the average internet/smartphone user. You want someone who will be as intelligent as you. And while I get that, you're never going to get that. Because that's just not how the average person is. They just don't operate that way. And you're just going to have to accept that at some point. The black bill is that everything is trash. I mean, some things are better than others. There is an objective betterness to some things. But the real unfortunate nature of the beast is that what is better for me, what I view as better, isn't going to be the same as what you view as better. And at some point, you're just going to have to take that for what it is. Everybody has a slightly different opinion on good. And by and large, those differences of opinion are mostly negligible. Like, it's okay. Some things are more objectively better. Some things are less objectively better. That's okay. So I guess it's a pick and choose your battles kind of thing. I don't know. There are going to be those who want to die on the hill of, no, you must learn this incredibly complicated operating system because I said so. Stop being lazy. And there are going to be those who are like, no, my laziness is a guard against investing too much time into something that I will not understand. Simply because it is not, I just don't have a good enough reason. I just don't have enough of a desire to want to go that far. That's just all there is to it. Oh well. Linux could snap up a huge swath of the computer market and the software market if they would just make themselves a little bit more like Windows, but better, obviously, more secure, more user-friendly, and just help people bridge that gap. You would have a lot more people on Linux and a lot more free. You can tutorialize it. But there are a lot of people who also don't have the attention span for that. And, well, you're not going to be able to do much for that. You'll either want it or you won't. Okay, so that's water. This is air. Oh, well. There's so much support and documentation on Linux. Clearly, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay. Do I have to go to an external website to do all of that? Or can I install Linux right now? Arch, as you so clearly want to point out. Okay. Can I install Arch right now? And from a fresh, clean install, learn everything by just using the operating system? Or will I have to learn a ton of command line input, and I'll have to learn how the system, architecture wants to be interfaced with. Will it help me, or am I going to have to help myself and go to an external source, or 10, and figure it out that way? How much FPS am I getting? Pretty good FPS. What am I at? I mean, it's saying 60. I could look at the F3 screen, but I'm not retarded, so I'm not gonna. But I mean, I'm not getting bad FPS. You have an external website for every type of support. Okay. Well, see, that's kind of the issue I'm talking about. Microsoft may not be good, but they do at least install enough tutorials to get you by within the operating system itself without the need for an external website. Though there is also external stuff too. So, like, that's something Linux could focus on. Tutorializing more and more of its own functions to give your average user a better chance at actually grasping Linux on Linux's level. But see, nobody wants to go to an external website and do it there, or figure it out from there. Like, nobody wants to. Name one tutorial in Windows. The Windows setup. When you boot up a fresh install of Windows, you literally set everything up. It tells you more or less how to use it. Found that people have always talked about Linux. Very little computers. I'm gonna put the facade of being a techie. I don't really care. Oh shit, I broke excess sand. I don't really care at the end of the day. As long as the thing does what I want it to do and I can achieve my ends, it doesn't matter to me. C++ from the Cherno on it in Vita, but doing projects on your own, naturally search it up, don't know how to do something. Okay, but I don't want to use C++. I want to use an operating system. That's different. Yes, Windows does have a lot of dumb bloat that takes up performance. You're not wrong. I'm not going to defend Windows. I know it's shit. It's just that there is nothing that much more that easy to get into. Everything else requires either more compromising of security, or you have to basically learn all of this stuff from scratch. And I don't feel like doing that. It's not as much of a tutorial as I would like, but it's getting there. Whoa, shit. It gets you there good enough. Oh well, enough of the Linux talk. I've never found anything productive to come out of that. This situation. Okay. Don't trust Tassie's left-handed IRL. I'm on Linux computer right now, but the fact it's highly flawed OS. Oh, well, if it is, it is. Nothing is going to be, perfect, obviously. You refuse to change your mind on anything. Okay. Most people don't change their minds because, again, it's a time sink. It's an investment of, well, now that I've changed my mind, I have to go and look at stuff. I have to research. I have to change. And I would rather spend that energy on other things. That's incidentally why it becomes harder to change as you grow older. You have less energy to devote to newer things. Which is sad. I wish that wasn't the case, but sadly that's how the human body works. Can't be helped. Maybe if we get biological immortality, that'll stop being as big a deal. Learning new things won't be so bad. Whoops. Come on, place. There we go. But for now, I'm just not going to worry. Left-handed redheads from Canada. Arch 2. if Arch is so good, why haven't they made an Arch 2? Oh, that's so stupid. My issues with the GPL, this problem is limited. Okay. Biological immortality is not a curse. That is not how that works. All biological immortality would be is you do not age to death. But you're still squishy human. But with biological immortality, hopefully it would be widely available. Hopefully. We would have to see, obviously. But I would like that to be an option at some point in the near future. We'll see, though. Oh, this is my conduit. I feel like I'm getting into the zone now. Can you imagine 200-year-old knees? Go bionic at that point? Well, no, that's not what biological immortality is. You would be repairing any damage that your body suffers. Like, not just metabolic damage, but physical damage, wear and tear, you know, stuff like that. That would be covered. At least I would hope. So, like, no, you would have 200-year-old knees. You'd have a 200-year-old heart. You'd have a 200-year-old everything. But that would be okay. That would all more or less be accounted for. You wouldn't just drop dead because of this or that reason. You would actually have a, hopefully, very sound immune system. Your biology, your metabolism wouldn't be slowly killing you. That sort of thing. Ooh, underwater cave. Okay, let's go up from the center first, and then go from there. Arch is rolling, is a rolling release, so I never understood it for real work. Such an unstable ABI. Oh, man. See, I don't know hardly anything what you're talking about, Cult of Glenda, but I'm happy that you're saying stuff that Ta wouldn't be saying. It's quite funny. It is very amusing. Thank you. Learning anything takes time. Why are you saying that's exclusive to Linux? I'm not saying it's exclusive to Linux. I literally didn't say that it was exclusive to Linux. I said, yeah, it takes time to do anything. As you get older, you have less and less energy to devote to doing newer and newer things. So people don't. So, like, that was also my point, Top. Come on, fly. Fly, you fools, fly. Shit. There. Oh, fucking shit, I wasn't even holding the rocket. I confused the torch for a rocket. Anyway. Okay. Just stick that in there. Like that jellyfish, kinda? Yeah, well, Nidarians don't have the same biology as humans. Or any... Nidarians and Medusas are kind of like biological oddities. But that, yeah, you would ideally be repairing your body in such a way that you wouldn't be dying. I don't know precisely what mechanism we'd have to employ to get that to work. Like, if nanobots are technically feasible for it, we'll see. I do actually, unfortunately, have my doubts about nanorobots, but we'll see. maybe they're, maybe that it'll be fine. I don't know. We won't know until we try. Okay. This, oh. Yeah, that was water. Okay. Phew. People already placed knees and stuff halfway there. Yeah, that's getting there. Borg. I mean, yeah, there are probably people who will be living a robotic-esque, lifestyle. Partially robotized, partial cyborg, or fully cyborg. I don't know. However you want to define that. Yeah, that would not shock me if that ends up being the norm. If it works, it works, Have I seen the re-endev mod? I've seen Survival Reloaded or something. It's the beta 1.7.4, I think, mod. It's trying to sort of like pick up where supposedly Minecraft went wrong and change Minecraft and be a different Minecraft, I guess. Really hard to say what it'll be, but it looks good for what it is. It looks good. It's a different experience, obviously. It's not terrible. I haven't played it. I don't really intend to play it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what development, what course its development takes. I'm looking more forward to Cobblemon than anything else. Speaking of, I gotta wonder, have they updated Cobblemon 120? Oh no, is my frame? Oh, okay. So my connection is dipping a bit. That explains a lot. Well, we've had some rough weather around here lately, so that would explain. Okay, anyway, Cobblemon, where are we up to? Damn it. Last update was in March. Oh well. Maybe we'll get a, I don't know, something soon. I'm looking forward to Cobblemon because I like the art style. I like how they've more or less made Pokemon integrated into Minecraft in a far more sensible, seamless way than I've seen other mods do it. It just works. Sadly, it's 1.19.2. So, What do you, Jack, you do the weird thing on the bottom left of my screen? No. No, I will not be doing that. Sorry if you don't like it. But, I'm a VTuber and you'll have to just deal with that. Screen looked a bit hectic and overfilled. Oh. Well. It's fine for now. I can move it over a bit, I feel. Okay. Move that over to there. And let me find the right thing in OBS. There we go. Yeah. That's the best I can do you for now. Phew. Almost done. Almost done. Then I have to go and get all the coral out of the next sector. And, go from there, I guess. When am I getting a face cam? Oh boy. What a lovely question. I've totally never gotten that before. Would you like to field this question, Poncho Hamster? You're an expert. What other questions would you have asked in Before Left-Handed? And I'm not doing a face cam, by the way. I've already long since made up my mind. I am never doing a face cam. Just before anyone unironically asks, no, I'm not doing face cams ever. That's not me. Yeah, because it's long overdue. Oh yeah, God. I almost don't want to do it. But I have a feeling the frequently asked questions video would just not get seen. People just wouldn't care. Because people genuinely don't care about that sort of stuff. They will show up, ask their question, and then bounce if they don't immediately get a response in 5 seconds. So, like, realistically, I can't help you, man. If something is amiss, and I tell you it's not amiss because that's how I intended it, then that's how it is. Rehash questions. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, you would think a frequently asked questions video would cut down on some of the rehashed questions. They don't. They never did, because people don't watch those. People don't care. That's the whole point. If it did work, I'd have made it a year or two ago. But the simple truth of the matter is, no, they don't actually... Zoomers don't have that kind of an attention span. Face reveals are overrated, exactly. It can get you in trouble because of 2B2T. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if that's a sort of a... like... a guideline or whatever. I don't think. But I do feel like if people see a person, I'm more of a target. Whereas if I'm a VTuber, you're more likely to just write me off and not care. In which case, if you're not here because you want to see me or support me, then, well, that's fine too. But the last thing I want is for, you know, people to come by and just be assholes, because why not? Dream did a face reveal. We saw what happened with him. Yeah, honestly, Dream would have been better off not doing that. Even though he did get, you know, his 15 minutes of fame regarding it. At a certain point, like... Oh, shit. Keep screwing up. Torch placement. There was a point in 2B2T's lifespan, not too long ago, where you were unable to do the torch trick with sand because the server latency was so bad you'd have been unable to place the torch fast enough. Of course, that was 6 or 7 years ago now. But... and I'm not talking FPS or TPS. Do you just think the face cam might get me doxxed? I mean, that's a very real possibility. But no, I'm saying it makes it easier to want to target me and go out of your way to mess with me. And just be an ass. It's easier to dehumanize someone with a face cam. Of course, it's easy to dehumanize anyone for any reason. Because on the internet, people have very, very, very little empathy or understanding. But I've known that lesson for a very long time. What's the minimum distance to travel on? I have no idea, man. We traveled out quite a ways. So, 400K? You should try going at least 200. At least that's how I feel. We hear that majestic voice, bro. We know you're gorgeous. No, I'm not. I'm not gorgeous. I'm just a dude like anyone else. 250k. I'm sure you can find patches of 1.19 terrain before that. Also, you do have everything under bedrock, or that was once bedrock. 250 could roll down probably about 500k. Yeah, you may have to go quite that far, just because people have done absurdly large world downloads and stuff like that. And well, what can you do, you know? Quick check of the equivalent claim for Alex Jones. Wouldn't believe it. About them wanting to lock everybody down? I don't know. I mean, if it solely came from Alex Jones with absolutely nothing anywhere else. But I don't know. There are a lot of people chatting about it now. I don't just mean in here. I mean, like, there are quite a few YouTube podcasts and things that I listen to, and they've mentioned in passing the desire to relock everyone down. So I don't know. I don't know how to think that. I know it won't work. That's all I'm gonna say. Is it sounds to me like this is gonna be a failure if it actually happens. If it doesn't happen, then fine. I'm happy with that. I don't want it to. But we'll just have to wait and see. I couldn't tell you how it'll all pan out. Okay. 32, 32, 32. I hope we're wrong and they don't lock everything down again. But I have a nasty suspicion they want to. That's a lot of power. You know, to be able to tell people you can't go here, you can't go there, can't do this, can't do that. You must live your life inside a box. I mean, the whole meme of you will own nothing and be happy. Like, that didn't come out of nowhere. That was in a written sort of manifesto of sorts. So I don't know. I have a nasty feeling that the desire is genuine. Whether it'll succeed or not is another matter. Ain't nobody getting locked down. I hope not. I don't want that again. Like I said, the worst you can do is just don't comply. Don't lock down. But I have a feeling people don't want to lock down, period. And so it'll probably just not happen. But we'll see. We'll see how things actually go. No telling. You can prognosticate all you like and be completely wrong. I don't know. You will eat the bugs. Yeah, exactly. That's also a push that's going on. Humans became human because our ancient ancestors tamed fire. And with that fire, they learned to cook meat. And in so doing, opened up the incredible nutritious value of meat. And our giant brains grew and evolved as a result. This is why eating meat is so dangerous, because if you eat meat, you are a free thinker. That's more or less what that symbolizes, at least in their minds. And then before somebody says, but bugs have plenty of protein, they got more than all this, you know, you can eat soybean products and get plenty of protein that way, and the equation of proteins, like, there's so many different types of protein. Plant proteins and bug protein are not. They're not quite the same. You do actually need to eat meat. You can live without eating meat, but it's not going to be a terribly healthy lifestyle. Uh-oh. Fuck. I broke the wrong thing. Pushing that with fake climate. Yeah. They tie everything to climate change, don't they? Why would there be a lockdown? Exactly. There doesn't actually need to be, but they'll find a reason. If they want to try it hard enough, they'll find a reason. That's partly why it's not going to work. The reason will just sort of come out of nowhere. But realistically, just, again, don't do it. Don't lock down. If the call to lockdown is made, don't answer. You'll not knowingly eat bugs. Yeah, see, that's what they're going to try and do. They're going to try to get you to not knowingly eat bugs. And then pull a switcheroo and go, wow, you've been eating bugs for years. What do you mean? Didn't you know it was already fine? You bigot. And that's the thing. They'll pull an inflation stunt and make meat too expensive to regularly buy. And then they'll do what they can to downsize meat farming and make it impossible to get your hands on. That's the goal. Eating meat is seen as an act of rebellion. I'll eat bugs, but I'll still eat meat too. Yeah, I hope they allow it. I hope it doesn't become prohibitive. But, like, that's the whole point. They will just tax and or price you out of it. That's their tactic. The things they don't want you having, they do their damnedest to prevent you from being able to buy. That's how the progs work. Oh, fuck. M&Ms have spider legs. Supposedly, I don't know. I don't know how realistic that is. I think that's an amount. I think that's a little bit taken out of context, Jim. I don't know that that's as straightforward a statistic as everybody thinks it is. Okay. Final strip. So that's 3, 6, 7, 10, 12 more cells left to clear. Wow, I didn't expect to be full up on sand that fast. Okay, let me... I think I have another shulker over here, sand. Glad I've farmed quail, chickens. Yeah, you're in a lucky position, Shannon. I wish I had been that smart. But I don't know that it's going to be that easy. We'll see. We may not be allowed to get away with having a farm and quail and chickens and all that. Because, see, that's how the utopia will have to be implemented. It'll have to be implemented unilaterally. There can be no dissent, no exception, no running away from it. Everything everywhere must be under it. So I don't know that having... Whoa, what the fuck? Wow, you're fast. Little fucking drown baby just... Did he shoot up here? That was wild. Anyway. But yeah, nobody will be spared. That's the idea. Okay. Shulker. Shulkers. So I don't know. You may not be allowed to have a farm. At some point. They'll probably try to come for you. I'm not joking. All within the state, nothing outside the state. Oh, got some more sponge here. Chests. Damn it. I don't want to have to go chop wood. Fuck. No? Damn it. Alpha, leave a box of wood around or something. I got this. Why did he blocked the crafting table? It's like living with somebody who leaves their clothes strewn all over the floor. Like literally, look at all this garbage. At least we got a creeper farm again. $232 stacks of shells. Yeah. I mean, that's from well before. Don't worry about that. That's not from a recent thing. I've had those for about a year and a half. Actually, probably closer to 2 years. So, you know, don't freak out. I've also been collecting copper. Just because, you know, I do want to make lightning rods and use those as candle stands. That's a really, really snazzy looking style. If you've never used a lightning rod as a sort of base to hold a candle on, it looks really atmospheric. I like that style. Playing chess while listening to me and not played it. Oh, well. You know. Good job, Apple Mirror. Apple Mirror? I hope I said that right. I don't know. Have I seen Dunner Duke's Creeper Farm? It's huge. No, I've not. I didn't know who that was until you just said. Never heard their name till now. But, you know, if they got a cool creeper farm, more power to him. Recognize that water chunk? No! Did you... I will have you know, Ryan Newsom, you are the first person, unironically, the first person, I think in a very, very long time, to try making that joke of, I recognize that X on my way. Like, you would expect that joke to be so overused. I'd have heard it a million times, and I have. But, funny enough, despite streaming 2B2T, barely anyone's made that joke. Don't you all start going and doing it. That is not carte blanche for you to start making that joke. But I just wanted to point out that you were the first person to do it in a very, very long time. The way torches burn exploit? Are you sure? Are you sure it's not just a static image that's always facing the player and is of absolutely no value whatsoever? Pretty sure there's no torch burn exploit. I mean, I've heard literally everybody say stuff like, well, there's a wood exploit. Well, there's a block exploit. Well, there's an air bubble exploit. There's a, you know, like at a certain point, it just gets so silly. Whoops. I don't believe you, man. But there are a fuck ton of mobs that I don't want to have to contend with. Streamers getting exposed by grass was the funniest thing ever. I mean, back when, like, shit like that was a problem. But I have a mod that literally prevents grass, flower offsets, block rotations. Like, I'm covered in that department. We were extra careful, and we had a friend make stuff that would keep that from being a problem. So, we're well aware that you can get someone. But no one, you're not going to get me. Not that way. Maybe some other way, but not that way. I recognize that overused joke, exactly. I hide lights under carpet when I can also mix with moss and green carpet and grass. Yes, it gives a really good texture. I did actually get some moss a while ago, so I do kind of want to make use of that. I'm probably not going to use moss excessively. Not like I did on Constantium. I used moss way too much there. Okay. The next book where I get you show me your F3 chords. Okay. Yeah, I'm not showing you any F3 stuff, but nice try. I appreciate the effort. Yeah, unlike Vincent, who inadvertently exposed himself the other day. He was trying to build a base. Didn't turn off his coordinates on his HUD. Felt very, very bad for him. But oh well. That's a lesson you learn exactly once. Oh, he pressed F3 for the pie chart. That's how he did it. Damn. Damn, rip. Well, you know. Again, that is a lesson you learn one time and never again. Because, I mean, come on, you never really truly make that mistake more than once, if you're smart. Some people, you know, some people may have to learn that lesson more than once, but I'm not one of them. Okay, I'm just going to fill this in. Perfect. Oh well. Hopefully whatever he goes on to make next will be a little bit more carefully guarded. Glowberries to grow through your armor stand. Oh, really? That's a nice idea, Shannon. I will make use of that. He had it hidden with pig and boat and moved the image and had his coordinates already oh, man. Damn. I mean, that's just a straight up OBS fail. Like me, right now, I have my coordinates turned off in all manners, and I know exactly what I can and can't do. Like, I know how to keep it safe, what not to expose, what buttons not to press, etc., etc. Like, I'm consciously aware of that shit. Like, even back in the day when taking a screenshot was safe, or generally considered safe, even then, people were absurdly paranoid about showing coordinates and things. And it was a routine thing to go, oh, you're showing your coordinates. You pressed F3. You forgot to disable it in your client. You didn't censor it good enough. Like, that was just such low-tier bait. But God, was it funny. There were some people who were so absurdly paranoid that they'd get jumpy and be like, no, I didn't. Nuh-uh, you're lying. And I'm like, yes, of course they're lying. That's the point. They're not telling you the truth, obviously. But they're not going to sit there and say, nah, I was just messing with you. Like, old 2B2T was way more mean-spirited than that. There'd be pieces of excrement like X0XP who would adamantly say, no, you leaked your coordinates in this screenshot, even though there were very clearly nothing of value in them at all. Like, that was just the game that people played. I am the asshole, and that is my job. Of course, it didn't help that people like X0XP and Pop Bob were literally underage back in those days. Literal children. Which is funny, because now they rage about literal children on the block game. And I find that hilarious, how the shoe is on the other foot. So, you know. You get what's coming to you, I suppose. Okay. Unbind F3. Yeah, I could probably do that. Can't you make a full scoot suit? No, you can only make a helmet. I wish you could make a full suit. Or at the very least, a chest plate that would give you, or no, not a chest plate. Leggings. Leggings that would give you a greater ability to swim for a time. Sort of like how the helmet gives you water breathing for 10 seconds the moment you submerge in water and it starts counting down. So like maybe the leggings, if you make them out of scoots, gives you dolphin's grace for 10 seconds and then it's perpetual. But when you get in water, it starts ticking down from 10 seconds. That would be dope. I would like something like that. I haven't seen what the F3 menu looks like. Could you show it off for me? Sure thing, Drew. Let me just darken OBS here real fast. You know, like that. Oh, what's that? You can't see it. Oh, sorry. You missed it. Better luck next stream. Full turtle armor in the code. I don't know. I don't think so. I've never heard anything about other turtle armor. But I've also not trawled through the code myself, so I couldn't tell you. If such a thing exists, it's a dummied out, you know, sort of like the quiver. It exists, but it doesn't really exist. Or the ruby ore, or the crying obsidian until they made those things real. Or the giant, you know, shit like that that's sort of real, but not really. So I don't know. Okay, maybe 48 chunks is a bit excessive. Let's go down to 32 chunks. Because I have Bobby installed, and Bobby likes to load everything indiscriminately, but maybe I don't need every little bit of that 48. It's cool for a really large, wide-sweeping screenshot slash, you know, a camera view or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know that I need to see that much of the landscape perpetually. Okay. Almost done with this 1/4 quadrant. Okay, so we got this. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do the last little bits, light up the bottoms, and then we can get rid of all the sand at once. I'm so glad they added a tool that breaks sponge. This would be painful to do without the proper tool. I can remember in the making of the original Drain, how Oftopia and Willy Roof were especially, like, they were constantly having to fire sponge. They were constantly having to place sponge. And it was a nightmare to get rid of the dry, or the wet variant. Just so that you could get, you know, the sponge back to the furnaces, and I was just like, damn, better you guys than me. Because, I mean, fuck that. God, sponge is annoying. But at least they made it a little bit more friendly to, like, place. Anyway, so, also, let me turn off the bounce. This is the underwater sort of theme I'm going for. And I'm gonna wrap the whole thing in this. I only did a little bit of designing. But, this upper section, I'm gonna fill in. So, like, this part will all be carved out to make the drain. And then I'm gonna have some decorative sort of channels, waterlogged stairs and slabs that flow through and let water out, you know, in a controlled manner. And then I'm gonna have a, you know, just a bunch of, like, buildings, some other stuff here and there. Things of that nature. I think it'll be really cool. Will 2BGT update to 120? I don't know. Maybe? I've heard tell that we're waiting for 120.2, but I couldn't tell you precisely what will happen or why. There's a chance to call the turtle shell the Shelmet? Yeah, exactly. That's why I call it that, because it's a good name. Also, it's not a turtle shell. It doesn't go on a turtle, and they don't drop when you kill turtles. I still say when you kill turtles, you should get a scoot. Because in real life, scoots are the scales that make up a turtle's shell. And are a very real thing, and they shed, funny enough, because scales, you know, they slowly shed. So, like, real turtles, or not real, but real turtles do get rid of their scoots. But, like, in-game turtles don't. They only shed them when they grow up, which makes no sense. Because a scoot is not a small turtle's shell, it's a full-blown turtle scale, more or less. Because remember, they're reptiles. Reptiles have scales. So, like, I know they're all like, no, don't kill the turtles. But then my turtle orgy farm is like, but seagrass. Why'd you make them drop their food, huh? How else am I supposed to breed them? With the remnants of their dead. And the next thing you know, they'll make a mad turtle disease or some shit. Feeding dead turtle to turtle. I knew it was just a black screen. Yep. You thought that was a parachute on my head? Cult of Glenda? Do you not see how the... Oh, well, actually, you can't because it's small. Fuck. Okay, no, not that. Let me undo that. Okay. I put this on here. It's really difficult to see, but you can see it in the video a lot better. It's a turtle helmet. Be patient, I have autism on the side. So, yeah. Sorry if it's not clearer. Honestly, you may not actually be slow. It may just be that I'm not as clever as I think. Because this doesn't actually translate as well as I'd hoped. Anyway, at this point, disable the F3 button and controls, just make sure you don't accidentally hit it. I don't have to worry about that. F3 is far enough away from literally every other key I press. That's the thing, like with drop, like in regular controls. You know how drop select item? I have it bound to the right bracket, which is on the total opposite side of the keyboard. Like, I got tired of it being Q way back in 2011. Because I would run forward and press the Q button, which I have Q as autofish now. And I would drop whatever it was I'd try to run forward because you had to double tap to dash in those days, and it would whoop. I pressed Q. And if I was over lava or over the void or whatever, there it goes. Your drop key is backspace. Yeah, that's smart. It's a key you have to go out of your way to press. You're not going to make that mistake. Likewise, F3 is just far enough away from more or less everything else. I'm not going to press it on accident. Like, I just don't see that happening. And so, that's just how it is. I mean, there are always the possibilities of freak accidents that are unpredictable. And if that happens, well, then I guess, that's just how it is. Like, some days playing this damn game, you're gonna get struck by lightning. Getting struck by lightning is incredibly rare, but it still happens. It's still possible. Like, for every time there is someone winning the lottery, there is someone equally unlucky who has just had their lives totally ruined. And it sucks, but that's life. Also, damn, I ran through all those sponges already. Scoots are not scales? Oh, I'm sorry, Rob. Well, they're similar. I'm likening them. Let me see what they actually are. It's a thickened, horny bone plate. Okay. Well, still, it is shed. So, like, Minecraft's conceptualization of a scoot is kind of bad. Which is fine. It's dumb, but what can you do? I still say killing turtles should drop a scoop. Just one. But then Mojang's all like, no, don't kill the turtles. I know that's what I know that's their reasoning. Never thought I'd hear turtle orgy farm in a sentence. Oh, you want to see the turtle orgy? You want to see the turtle orgy farm? Well, unfortunately right now I don't have too many turtles. That is to say, I've culled their numbers. Whoops. Don't cook that. Cook that. Let's, trident our way there. I love that. I love that takeoff. That's so good. Maybe I should Aquaman my way everywhere. I don't know. Never accidentally throw your netherite sword at a creeper, it will disappear. That it will. See? Here's the turtle sex dungeon. Never thought you'd see those words either, huh? Oh, killing turtles should drop the entire helmet. No, it should only drop a single scoot. Okay, I need to make these guys breed. And then these guys have done their thing. 13, okay, that's getting there. I need more eggs to fill out all the cells, but that'll do. Turtle egg crack. What? Why? Oh, did it crack because it's nighttime? Whatever. You guys have served your purposes. Holy shit, die! I need silk touch. Oh, only one egg? Fuck. Oh, good. Bunch of eggs. That solves the problems. 1, 2. I will leave one as is, so that it can be paired with this and hatch. 2, 2, 2. That'll be there for when I need it. And there we go. Okay. So yeah, the turtle orgy farm. Good. Alpha will get his ult here, and he'll you know, do the thing that he's been doing. AFK fishing. Actually, I need to fucking sort all this crap out. We've only gotten like 4 or 5 mending. I put one on here, so like 5 mending books in total. Or no, I put one in here, so 6 mending books in total. But yeah, like, I don't want to have to sort all this crap. Oh well. That's a problem future Jack will have to deal with. Oh yeah, torches. I need coal. Stick. Did he by chance leave me some coal blocks? No, he didn't. Whatever. I'll deal with that later as well. Let's see how the gunpowder farm is faring. Alpha's got a lot of pussy, doesn't he? Yep, there's nothing wrong with that sentence whatsoever. Damn, dude. Nice. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and get a dump truck size, or well, I'm not going to be able to fit 2. But it'll be good enough. I'm just happy the creeper farm works. Okay. Once these guys give me their donation. Perfect. Voila. Okay. Not quite as much gunpowder as I'd like, but that'll be a nice reserve should the worst happen. I'll have a way to make more fireworks on the fly. So it's not, you know, it's not out of the way. Portable villagers. Oh my god, I wish that was real. Guys, you need villagers so much? Yes, I know we need villagers, but I need a base. I need a thing a space in which to live. To live, laugh, love, and all that other garbage. Because if I don't have that, we'll just have to wrangle the villagers in there once we're done, and they'll have grown to an unruly mass of villagers. And I'm not looking forward to that. Villagers are bad enough as it is. Damn it. Die. Water sources, not even once. Okay. 3 cells left. Dead center. Also, I've seen like old mandolins, the backs of which was made out of turtle shell. Ah. I mean, yeah, people have carved bone and ivory and all sorts of animal-based materials into all sorts of things. Instruments. I mean, the keys of pianos were famously made out of ivory for quite a while, sadly. To the point where some elephants have literally evolved to have smaller, less dangerous, and that, well, the tusks themselves are less powerful. But also, they are just not prized for their ivory because they have literally 2 small tusks. Like, it's funny, the modern day elephant is literally evolving to be as poacher resistant as possible. Simply because big tusked elephants were prized, so they were killed off, so the smaller tusks end up, funny enough, surviving and reproducing. It's a weird sort of... The world is a cruel, cruel place. And yet, ironically, has an odd way of figuring things out, you know? A lot less bugs hitting windshields now, and it's hypothesized bugs have evolved to avoid cars. Wow. It only took them 100 years. But to be fair, in that 100-year period, first of all, 100 years from an evolutionary perspective is lightning speed. But also, like, a lot of speed and power for cars skyrocketed over that 100-year period. We went from the Model T to the fucking Ferrari. And there's just a night and day's difference between those 2 cars. So clearly, you know, to have evolved in such a way to not die as often to a car, yeah, that's pretty smart. I'm not gonna lie. Nature is good that way. It's fascinating to see those types of adaptations. I'm wondering what climate change will bring about, adaptation-wise. I'm sure there are plenty of examples already. I just don't know if we see them or recognize them yet. But it's interesting nonetheless to see how crazy nature can be in the face of change and so on. Look at your villager today that buys Skulk and forgot it existed. There's a villager that buys Skulk? Really? Or don't you mean Scoots? Because I know we were talking about Scoots, but Skulk? The black stuff that generates from a catalyst when you kill mobs near it, right? I know the, what's it? The, cleric buys Skulk. Or, Scoots. Clerics are weird though. Villagers don't buy Skulk. Okay, I thought so. That's why I was surprised. I was like, wait a minute, that can't be. Wasn't that a snapshot feature though? Or am I just Mandela affecting myself? And I hate how the horn coral looks like the sponge. Confuses me every time. In the words of Exalted Spartan, stop, you're confusing my small brain. Or no, it's you're hurting my small brain, that's it. Classic line. Okay, I think that's it. We done did it. One full quadrant. 1/4 of this entire hole. I can now indiscriminately mine sand and not have to... Ooh, fuck. Okay, well, maybe I do have to discriminately mine sand, but... in some places, not so much. Skulk Shrieker as a job block. Less roadkill, think of the dumb ones got killed off. I feel bad for animals, but yeah. Deep Dark Biome Villager. Oh, that'd be so cool. If they're going to insist on villagers and their trades being biome dependent, then the least they can do is give us awesome shit in, like, hard-to-reach places that would not naturally spawn. Like a Deep Dark. You wouldn't see a village in a Deep Dark. And, you know, I get that. I can accept that. But, like... I don't know, man. I'm still not a fan of them making villager trades have something to do with their biome. Just because that will naturally lead to some biomes being, quote, undesirables. Because, of course, you don't want to go to the biome that gives you the crappier trade. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you willingly find the swamp biome, etc., etc.? You meant Scoot. I thought so. Okay. Yeah. I kind of figured that's what you meant, Olaf, but thank you. Skulk? Scoot? Yeah. Fair enough. That's understandable. Why don't I use torches? I'm running low on torches, that's why. I gotta get more coal. But I will handle that problem off. You think House is telling the truth when he says the new update will come regularly? Funny enough, yes, I do actually believe him. Mostly because I feel like the vast majority of the time for obviously it would be 1.12, but the reason it took so long to get to there from here is that there were a lot of back-end problems. Oh, hey, more coal. That solves that issue. There were a lot of back-end problems they had to deal with. Now, obviously, I can't know that for sure. Just that my gut instinct is telling me the update, because 1.13 and everything beyond that was just so much more time-consuming and troubling. A bit of laziness, no doubt, played part as well. I'm not going to absolve House and say that it was not laziness. So, 1.20 and all the future updates could be impeded by laziness. That is entirely real. But that I would like to think the majority of the problems and the work has more or less, the ground has already been laid for a lot of this. Making the leap to 1.20 shouldn't be as big a deal. But we'll see. As always, this is entirely up to interpretation. We were promised 1.13, we were promised 1.15, we were promised 1.16, all that shit didn't happen. So who knows, we'll see. Oh yeah, I need to be using torches. I'm so used to breaking it with shovel. So yeah, we'll find out which way the winds blow whenever things go. Let me offload this sand. I think I need another shulker. I definitely need another shulker. Haha, I knew I had a chest somewheres. Spare shells. I'm so glad the items were... the rollback was fixed. Like, I was kind of against it at first because Alpha and I were very, kind of set in our ways with where we were. But, like, we've more than made up for all of that. So, like, no, the rollback was perfectly serviceable. Annoying, but serviceable. Oh, do I not have yellow dye? Whoosh. I could probably find a dandelion over this way. Tell Vincent that his video got copyrighted, or that copy pasted, sorry, by a 5 mil YouTuber. Yes, I will definitely do that. Thank you for reminding me, Poncho. I know that's... I can't let that slip my mind. Updating 23,000 gigabytes of map to non-trivial, to say the least. But with custom tool writing to the GPU, it can be done in a time scale of hours. That's probably what they did. I'm not the most tech-savvy person, so I can't say with any certainty. But surely, now that all this shit's out of the way, and we are definitively on 1.19, surely that's the heavy lifting done. You know? The hardest of the hardest parts have been set away. Surely now, we can more readily update to whatever. 1 point whatever. But then again, who the hell knows? We could all be in for a very rude awakening. We could be waiting another 5 years. As painful as that may sound. Uh-oh, I left a staircase for them to get up on. Oh, wow. Double copper. Okay. Spare planks. Spare sticks. I think I have more or less... Yeah. I have more or less used everything. You know what? Fuck it. Stack of you in there. Stack of you right there. Spare sticks there for now. Really cool idea, for those of you wondering. Make a bunch of lightning rods and put them all throughout your base. Indoors. And use those lightning rods as a candle holder. It's really cool for atmospheric, moody lighting. Especially if your base is more or less already spawn-proof. You don't have to worry about that. So, like, you've got enough hidden lighting for that to not matter. Obviously, nowadays, we kind of have to worry about spawn-proofing, don't we? It's unfortunate, but oh well. But yeah, that's a cool little decorative trick from Jacktherippa. Something I picked up back when candles were first implemented. God, I can't believe it was 117. That was what, 2021? Jesus Christ. That's recent memory. Like, it's funny to see all the people discovering the newer 1.19, 1.18, 1.20, 1.17, and so on. All the new stuff from the last 7-ish updates. But at the same time, like, I'm just shocked that there's just so much people are unaware of. But then it occurred to me that no, people really did not play any of these versions because 2B2T was all they played. So why would they? So yeah, if you're in a decorative mindset or what have you, there is an option for you. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes I'm too fast. Jack using dyed shulkers, I know. Oh my god, it's not like my hardcore world where every shulker's the same. My original Ender chest before, what was it, early 2020? When the nerds could compromise anybody's account. Back in those days, before that, my Ender chest was totally color-coded. And when I moved that chest, I got rid of my Ender chest, basically. Well, the contents of my Ender chest. When I did that, I just sort of never bothered to go back to color coding because I just didn't care. It wasn't the sort of thing that mattered to me. It was cool for a while, but then I realized as I had color-coded Ender chest, it didn't affect anything. It didn't change how I used or interacted with my chests. I still looked and saw what I had, you know, on an as-needed basis. But it's not like it was, you know, a matter of life and death to have my chests color-coded. So yeah, no, like, color coding has never been that big of a deal. Though for some people it is. Oh shit, am I full already? No. Some people are anal retentive about color codes and design of that level. Okay. We did it. 1/4 down. 3/4 left to go. I gotta mine out all this coral. And all this coral. And all this coral. And then I gotta divide it all up into sectors and blah, 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 it all again. On the bright side, I found that fast place works. So you can fast place sand in a pretty quick amount of time, and I've already dug up all the sand I need now. So we actually have more or less the needed stuff. So like factoring in time to mine it all up and place it all, that did add on something of a bit of a bloat. But now, you know, I mean, this problem should more or less take care of itself. Put torches in your right hand. Yeah, I probably could have done that. Oh well. Bobby Craft is a Spanish YouTuber, yes, so it makes sense that no one saw the copy paste from either side. Yeah, well, people like Poncho Hamster and El Cayman saw it. Chains are cool. Yes, I love chains. I will be using chain as well. Okay. Haven't really played any Minecraft since the spooky update back in 2010. Jesus Christ. Well, like I said, if you decided to get into modern Minecraft now, whether you have zero prior experience or only a little prior experience, modern Minecraft is a nightmare to just come into with a fresh experience, a fresh perspective. Like, you have nothing, no help, none of that. Modern Minecraft would be a pain in the ass to try and play. Because there's just so much stuff that you were both unaware of, and also, like, it would be so overwhelming. It's one thing to be like, oh man, the new update, I better do everything there is to do in this. Oh, fuck. I killed the waters. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, and the other day, I think it was Monday, I went around searching for an ocean monument. Yeah, Alpha pointed me in the direction of another ocean monument that was entirely different, that was untouched. So that's how I got more sponge. And also had plenty of, like, prismarine at it. So, like, actually, I was being a dummy. So there's a nearby ocean monument that I could and should have gone to Monday. It's, like, over there. I think I'll go visit it. So I've already rated that. One more stack. 2 stacks. This is a lot of work to get that much sponge for, like... to start from 0, basically. Okay. I'm gonna... have fun. What the hell? Whoosh. God, that's so much fun. Oh, man. Still have shear. Yes, I also, yeah. I also have silk touch shears. You do too, huh? Cool. Not sure you like the templates in 120? Yeah, that's going to be a nightmare. We're going to have to secure some, what are they? The upgrade template. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to get all the trim. Like, prepare yourself. Oops. Don't you try to zap me. Also, Impaling 5 kills these dudes instantly. Man, that feel when no trident in midair. Come on, hurry up and rain. I want to abuse the trident glitch. Actually, funny enough, there was a rainstorm 20-ish, 30 minutes or so before stream. And I was able to spam it, the Riptide effect, so fast, I was bumping and bouncing off in midair unloaded chunks. It was absolutely bizarre. But it was so fucking cool. Because I'd never gone that fast before. Incidentally, if you try going that fast, the game punishes you. So, you know. There we go. I think you need exactly that much to be able... Okay, actually, fuck, I'm stupid. I should just put a conduit in the remaining 3 quadrants, and then completely surround them. I think I didn't put a conduit here. Yeah, I didn't put a conduit in this quadrant. Because, like, I should have a conduit in each now. So I should just go and get the all the prismarine needed to surround these bad boys. Slaps conduit. This thing can kill 10 drowned in 5 minutes. This does need to be centered in a thing. I need to center this inside a cell so that the sand and the gravel and all that doesn't, or not gravel, the junk doesn't interfere with the junk. Oh man, my water breathing ran out. Okay. Ah, good, it gave me conduit. Got them condiments in my power. Updates are chunk by chunk processing, just parallelize over chunks. Or parallelize, excuse me. I'm no good at read. Things between chunks can be synchronized. Trying to do 2 things at once ain't easy. That's a GPU. Okay, y'all are talking about shit I'm not that well versed in, sadly. But it sounds cool. Sounds good. As long as the server functions, I guess that's all I really care about. And also that the server is not compromised. Now then. Starting to fall asleep, Poncho. Yeah, I'm getting tired too. I've become sort of accustomed to going to sleep really early now and waking up really early. And God, is that a pain. Put up stacks of sponge in there. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go and dig out more prismarine for these conduits. So we got 1, 2. So actually, I only need 2 sets of a stack and 34 each. So that's what, like 2 stacks and 4 pieces. It's not as bad as I was thinking. Why did I drain the terrain? Is it better not? It is better to live underwater. God, no. I do not want to live underwater. The whole point of the drain is that it was a giant hole in the ocean that was artistically and autistically carved out. Catch you later. Have a great night. Take care, Shinola. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. I watched the dig cast with Zero Nebanons. I didn't know where there were people that messed up out there. Yikes. Maybe I should watch that. Because, like, if Zero Neb is really that messed up, like, I've heard, but I always just figured he was a troll or some shit. But if Zero Neb is genuinely messed up, concerning. That is very concerning to hear. Well, you can't help that some people are messed up. As unfortunate as it may be. I feel bad for him, though, if Zero Neb is genuinely that messed up. Maybe he will get help or whatever if he's in a position to actually get help. No. Stab. Oh, fuck. Couldn't stab him fast enough. Yeah, if you just stab these guys, you don't even need to throw it. Just stab them. Just fucking annihilates them. It's great. It's so cathartic. I've had so many years of just roaming around, and I've only ever used my sword to swat at them. So they're annoying little bitches. Only for... Oh, I'm gonna get lit up out here. There's just too many of them. Anyway, only for them to swim away. But yeah, as it turns out, Impaling 5 is really good for just making them die. It's like Smite 5 versus a... Oh, I'm drowning. No wonder. It's like Smite 5 versus an undead. One shots every time. It's great. He admitted to 3 crimes in that video? Are you serious? Okay, now I have to see this. I might have something to talk about. More than just shooting the shit next 2BGT stream. Damn. That's messed up. You can't be a bad boy and admit to crimes. Not on the internet, not on 2BGT. People will mess your life up. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Fuck. Let me out. Did that do it? Okay, never mind. This isn't killing them in one shot. I thought it would. Maybe it does need to be thrown, or, fully drawn back. Oh well. Got what I came for. My sure. I don't know why that song got in my head all of a sudden. Oh, so hitting them even then, they'll still spike you. I hate that. That is so dumb. Maybe it's fast break. Maybe having fast break on screws that up somehow. No? Maybe I'm just mistaken. Maybe Impaling 5 does not one-shot. Oh, I bet I know why. It's probably because the stupid trident doesn't have enough base damage. Sorry, had to answer something. Okay. Alright, well, that didn't, you know, absolutely destroy me or anything. Also, with the mob rates being what they are now, I think a really nice Guardian farm is totally doable. No. I demand you let me be airborne. But as I said, I don't want to use sea lanterns. Not anymore. I think I've done enough sea lanterning. So I may not even bother, because the only reason you'd make a Guardian farm is to do sea lantern stuff, so we'll see. Mining the monument for fish? Well, it was really more for the Prismarine itself, so that I could make a conduit. Power of a condiment. I mean, conduit. Okay, right here. This is like the dead center? No, this is the dead center. Ah, fuck. Knew that would happen. Last thing I'm going to do is install these outer casings and be done with it, I think. Well, I don't know. We've only been going for 2 hours 40. I can maybe go a little bit longer. I have a meeting in the morning I got to go attend to. Nothing too super important. But it's important, but it's not like so unabashedly important, you know. I can, I need to do it, but at the same time, like, it's a good thing. Don't want to say what it is. It's not anything, like, it's private, that's all. I guess that's the way to say, the safe way to say it. It's just private, personal business. Technically cannot be used directly by... Okay. The moon looks really nice. Oh yeah, this shader pack does a wonderful job of making the moon and sun feel, you know, real. Complementary shaders, by the way, for anyone wondering. Not sure what I'm going to do with all that coral, TBH. It's not, like, super valuable. We'll see. Oh yeah, fish. No, no thank you. I've seen more fish than I care to. It's bad enough I have to sort out the auto fisher like twice a day. That thing is just, we need to expand it, but even then it'll still get absurdly overbalanced or overfilled. The price we pay for a mending book. Did not find any platform named Digcast. Where's the Digcast? It's a it's on YouTube. It's DigMC. He has his own channel. You can go on there and look. He interviews players from 2B2T. There we go. Oh fuck. Perfect. Zip, 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 zip. Done. All right. A little bit of spare prismarine to, use for something later. Okay. This has worked out tremendously well. So I've got that conduit, and that one. So they're all reasonably far enough away that I don't have to worry about any lack of coverage. We're eventually going to move them out into the ocean itself, probably on all four sides. Actually, I might. Maybe. I don't have enough space in here. We may just bury them under the surface of the ocean. That might be it. That might do it. Because I'm going to fill all this in. Build up the retaining wall. Like you see down there. Ooh, those sun rays coming through the ocean. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. I'm going to take a screeny. Early morning. Anyway. Beautiful shaders. I love them. When you click the DigMC channel, it appears this page is not available. Let me see. Oh, it's because his main channel was deleted. It's the Digcast. That's the name of the main channel. Or that's the name of the channel now. This interview of ZeroNeb is literally 4 months old. I thought that was a more recent thing than that. Oh well, whatever. Here's a link. Sorry, Kokonoa. Or Kokonova, excuse me. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I'll probably end up burying some conduits, like, down under the ocean here. Cover it with sand so that it's out of the way. So you get conduit power around the base. Maybe even make another 4 on like the cardinal directions. And then fill all this in and then carve it out as I desire. Carve all the center of this circle out. And then, I don't know, we'll go from there. Obviously, we'll move this down to where it's really deep. Probably considerably deep into the deep slate layer. And then we'll have to somehow drain out this underwater area. This giant underwater cave complex. So that we can dig down below there. I want to kind of stop where the lava lakes start. Just because that's deep enough, in my opinion. And also I can fit a sizable Space Valkyria 1 style building in the dead center. Also, we need more beacons. I might end up moving the central one, because I'm going to be blocking skylight access, I have a feeling. And so we'll probably just move these over to the far edges over here, somewhere. I'm marked with obsidian. This is the farthest you can go and still be in effect of the beacons. So at some point, you know, we'll want a greater, wider area to be affected. That's kind of troublesome. But that's fine. We can just set it in here somewhere. I think that'll work out. Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, it's been a pleasure talking about that. All right, take care, Cult of Glinda. And in fact, same for me. I've got to go do something anyway. So yeah, this has been a fun little stream. We've had a lot of interesting chats about this or that. But apart from that, guys, thank you all so much for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. I truly appreciate it. Thank you to those who donated and to those who joined the memberships. I appreciate you all. Let me... Oh, God. It doesn't show me the exact... Not on this screen. I'm going to have to delve deeper into... I do want to, like, shout out their names just to be extra cautious. Oh, damn it. Is it not going to give me... There we go. Mike Zeger, yes. And then... Vade, yes. Vade and Schwepp. Thank you all so much for joining and for donating, and all the rest of you for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe. Have a great night. Take care. Don't let life stress you out, because it will if you are not careful. But yeah, that's how it'll be. Take care. Bye.